It was only a matter of time before the Cincinnati Bearcats were going to have to replace Luke Fickell. I don't think that surprised anyone. I think the decision to go to Wisconsin did surprise some people, but it's now time to take a look at who's going to replace him. There's plenty of good options for Cincinnati to tab as their next head coach, and going into the Big 12 presents a new opportunity, an exciting opportunity for anybody that takes over the program. We take a look at some of the candidates that I really like. There's so many options, but to try and narrow it down a little bit, we're going to take a look at a few guys that I think would be deserving and should get a call in terms of having a chance to get the head coaching job. Now, a lot of people think that this is going to stay internally. And if Mike Trussell decides that he wants to be a head coach, then this is the perfect opportunity for him to be able to take over a Cincinnati program that is in good hands, that is in a good place, to be able to just kind of take over that kind of a program and lead them going forward would be a great opportunity for him. Now, if he does decide to go to Wisconsin, either way, he's going to a Power Five conference. It's just a matter of, does he want to run a program or continue running a defense? Obviously, it depends on if Fickell will take him. The Cincinnati defensive coordinator has taken over for Marcus Freeman with a defense that had a ton of talent, and he's able to continue that success that they've been having. And it's just a matter of, again, does he want to stay or does he want to go to a bigger program with Wisconsin, with Luke Fickell, if Fickell will take him, or does he want to run a program in the Big 12, a program that has had a ton of success because of Fickell? Is that something that he wants to take on, or does he want to continue doing what he has been doing? Now, a name that I think is going to continue to be high on a lot of people's lists, or just a popular name in general, is Ohio State wide receiver coach Brian Hartline. He's also the passing game coordinator for the Buckeyes. And as you can see over the last few years, this man knows how to recruit. He knows how to bring in big time talent, and he knows how to get them to play at a high level. So I think that that's something that could be entertained if Cincinnati's looking for more of a splashy hire. And the fact that Hartline has the familiarity with the state of Ohio, he knows how to recruit it. He knows how to recruit the country. He knows how to get the best receivers in college football to come play for Ohio State. And you look at some of the names that he's been coaching, there's no reason why he shouldn't be entertained for a head coaching job. Maybe not a Power Five head coaching job, but if he wants to start to get his name into those head coaching positions, I think Cincinnati would be a great start for him. He's still looking at a Power Five gig, like we mentioned before. But I think this is something that you could entertain, and it's something that would be a splashy hire, a way to kind of make up for losing Fickell. And you know that you're going to get a guy who recruits at a high level. He knows how to out recruit pretty much everybody in the country. And that's something that you can now spread out to the entire program and get a coaching staff that can work with him and bring in that talent to kind of move him up the ranks and then see if head coaching is for him. Otherwise, if he wants to stay put, he doesn't have a bad gig at Ohio State, but if he wants to take that next step, then a head coaching job at Cincinnati isn't a bad way to get started. Now, a name that may not be on a lot of people's radar, but something that could be interesting is Mike Houston, ECU's head coach. They just had one of their best seasons under him, making a bowl game. And now the question is, does he want to keep doing that? Does he want to keep ECU where they're at, or does he want to take a next step? Because ECU is staying in the AAC. Cincinnati is moving on to the Big 12. That is another challenge for Mike Houston. I think that he could take that challenge head on. He has faced a number of challenges at different levels, and starting in the FCS level, and now he's at the FBS level in the group of five, and then he can take it on to a Power Five level. It's someone that it is proven that he can build a program, that he can take a program to a different level, and now he gets another chance to take on a new challenge with Cincinnati. UTSA head coach Jeff Traylor took the Roadrunners from a program that really struggled into a program that is contending for Conference USA championships. And he is someone that builds a culture. He knows how to build culture. He knows how to sustain culture. He knows how to get his program invested, his boosters invested. He knows how to get the campus invested. And with a guy like Luke Fickell, it's going to be hard to replace. So I think if you're looking for someone, you kind of do what Wisconsin did. You're looking for someone who is a proven winner, who has the ability to get his guys to play at a high level and play at a championship level. And maybe that's what they look to do here. Maybe they do exactly what Wisconsin wanted to do, which is get a guy that is going to continue doing what he's been doing best. Maybe not take a chance on someone who isn't a head coach yet, who doesn't have that experience, someone who has been at maybe a lesser level, but now you can elevate him to now the Big 12. And I think Jeff Traylor will still be able to recruit the state of Texas. He's still be able to recruit. He'll find a way to recruit Ohio. I believe in what he can do, and that's a name that I would definitely keep an eye on. Maybe not even just for Cincinnati, but for other head coaching positions as well. Another name that kind of flies under the radar, probably be not a splashy pick, is Ohio State offensive coordinator Kevin Wilson. Now, Ohio State is going to be a team that gets their head coaches or their assistant coaches plucked because they're doing so well, because they have so much success. And Ohio State's offenses have been doing really well as Kevin Wilson has been running the show. Now, he does have head coaching experience at Indiana, so that's something that it's in the area. You know kind of what to expect. He's probably has plenty of experience recruiting the state of Ohio, and that's something that could be valuable. Again, if Cincinnati is looking for someone with head coaching experience, there are options at other programs in terms of head coaches. There's also assistant coaches, guys like Kevin Wilson that have that experience that could take it to that next level, that could continue this success for Cincinnati because they have that experience. Kevin Wilson knows how to run an offense, and in the Big 12, there's no shortage of offensive fireworks, and that's something that maybe Cincinnati is looking to add. And maybe this is a program that's going to change a little bit in terms of what they're looking for offensively. This year was a little bit of a disappointment in terms of the fireworks, so maybe Kevin Wilson is able to step in and kind of fix that. A name that's kind of been out of the game for a little while is Tom Herman. I think that Tom Herman knows how to build a program. I know he obviously had his struggles at Texas, but I know that he is a great offensive mind. He knows how to recruit really well. He did it at Houston and he can do it again at Cincinnati. I think that this is another name to keep an eye on, someone that we haven't talked about in a little while, someone that's kind of flown under the radar because of other high potential picks like Jamie Chadwell, who I don't think is going to be an option for Cincinnati here. I don't think he's in that conversation. He's looking elsewhere. I think Tom Herman is someone that if you're looking for someone with, again, head coaching experience, especially at the group of five level, at the power five level, he brings that experience. He brings someone that can coach an offense. He can bring new ideas and kind of change things up. But if you're looking for sustainability in terms of head coaching experience, he knows what to expect, knows how to build a program, establish culture, then I think Tom Herman is going to be an option that Cincinnati seriously considers. And then the final one that I'll list here, obviously things are going to change. It's probably going to be a very quick process given that the signing day is coming up with the transfer portal also. That's going to be something to keep an eye on. Ryan Walters from Illinois, the defensive coordinator who arguably had the biggest impact on Illinois' success this year. You look at the number of guys they're going to see in the NFL draft. Ryan Walters played a big role in developing those players into getting them in position and calling a great defense. Illinois had a ton of success this year. They had a big year under Brett Bielema, and a guy like Ryan Walters is a big reason why. Again, someone who is in the area, who can recruit at a high level, who's going to be able to take a step forward by taking the Cincinnati head coaching job. He is someone I definitely think Cincinnati should consider. If you're looking forward to continue, really, if you want to continue that defensive approach where you're thriving defensively, you've one of the best defenses in college football. If you want to stick with that side of the ball, then you go Ryan Walters, a guy who has a similar credentials as someone like Mike Trussell, has really good defense, someone who can coach at a high level. If you're looking to add someone who doesn't have head coaching experience but knows how to coach a defense, you could look internally and keep Mike Trussell, but if not, Ryan Walters could be the next best thing. I think Cincinnati's in great hands. I think that they have the ability to hire someone with a lot of potential, a lot of excitement. And even though Luke Fickell is gone, it might take a step back, especially now that they're going into the Big 12. But this is a program that has the ability to compete at a high level. They have the ability to compete in the Big 12. And it's going to be interesting to see how they replace Fickell. It's probably not going to be an easy replacement. Maybe, again, they may need some time to figure things out. But Cincinnati has plenty of options. They're a program that a lot of people will want to come to. So it's not like the options, the candidates will be bare. They will have plenty of options. They will have plenty of exciting potential candidates to hire. And it's just a matter of which one they settle on.